Tell me about it.
So my father, he abused me sexually while I was 6 years old.
When you was how old?
6.
Okay.
And my mother, she was a heroin addict. So
Was your father using drugs as well?
I'm not sure.
Okay, but you know your mom was on heroin?
Yes.
And your father abused you from the age of 6. Did he continue or did he just do it when you were 6?
He continued
How long?
till 18.
So he used to have sex with you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What's up, YouTube? Atlanta Street Interviews out here with another one. So we got a young lady out here today. How you doing today, miss?
I'm all right.
All right. So are you homeless?
Yes, I am.
Okay. How old are you?
22.
22. And so how long have you been homeless?
I've been homeless for about 2.5 years.
2.5 years. All right. And what was it that happened 2.5 years ago that made you go from having a roof over your head to being out on the street?
Well, my parents, they passed away in a bad car accident. So, after that happened, it got over with. So I've been out here.
You say after that happened what?
It got over with, so I'm out here.
You say it got over with? Okay. All right. Well, let's start from the beginning. So, where are you from?
I'm from North Carolina.
Okay. Shout out North Carolina. And so growing up in North Carolina, did you have both your mom and your dad in the household?
Yes.
Okay. Were they married?
Yes.
Okay. How many sisters and brothers do you have?
I don't have any.
None? So you're the only child?
Mm-hmm.
All right. And so growing up, would you say that you had a fairly normal childhood?
Yeah, fairly normal, yeah.
Why tell me about it.
So my father, he abused me sexually while I was 6 years old.
When you was how old?
6.
Okay.
And my mother, she was a heroin addict. So
Was your father using drugs as well?
I'm not sure.
Okay, but you know your mom was on heroin?
Yes.
And your father abused you from the age of 6. Did he continue or did he just do it when you were 6?
He continued
How long?
till 18.
So he used to have sex with you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. And did you go to high school?
Yeah, I went to high school, but I dropped out at 11th grade.
Okay, why'd you drop out?
I don't know, I just thought it was cool, I guess. Which I wasn't. It's not cool, actually.
Was you like doing drugs and stuff like that?
No.
Okay, you just didn't want to go to school?
Yes.
Okay. I see you got I think it says, what's that, Riverwood Cross Country?
Mm-hmm.
You used to run cross country?
Used to, yeah.
Okay. Okay, I guess you didn't like that enough that it kept you in school though, huh?
No.
Okay. So, do you have any kids?
No, I don't.
Have you ever been married?
Nope.
Okay. So, you're fairly young and you're really fresh-faced. I was actually surprised to see you out here. This is a pretty crack-infested area.
Yeah.
Have you ever smoked any crack?
No.
Never?
In my life.
I'm sorry?
Never in my life.
Okay. So, why are you out here?
It's just trying to get back home Sunday, going back to North Carolina.
So, how long have you been in Atlanta?
I've been here for about 2.5 years.
So, what made you come down here?
Got a little bad charge here.
A bad charge?
Yeah, I got
What-
locked up.
What'd you get locked up for?
Accessory to armed robbery.
Okay. Was you driving or how was you the accessory?
I was in the car with the person who did it.
Okay. Was this a romantic partner?
No.
Okay. So how'd you end up doing that? How'd you end up with this person?
I have no clue. I do not remember.
Was it a friend or family member or anything like
It was
that?
a friend, yeah.
Female or male?
Male.
And so he just, basically convinced you to go on this thing with him?
Yep.
Okay. All right. And so basically you ended up doing a little bit of time. How much time did you do?
I don't remember, actually.
Was it less than a year or over a year?
I think it was over a year.
Okay. And so I guess when you got out, that's when you was just out here on the streets?
Yeah.
Okay. And so going back to North Carolina, who are you going to be going back to?
My best friend.
Okay. Do they know that you're homeless?
She knows, yes.
Has she known that you've been homeless the whole time?
She knows, yes.
Okay. So why didn't you go back earlier?
So I haven't had the money and cash to go get on the bus, the Greyhound.
Hmm. Okay. So I mean, I see that you're in this wheelchair. What happened?
I tore my ACL.
How did that happen?
Playing basketball.
How long ago did that happen?
About 2-3 months ago.
Okay, you was playing basketball?
Mm-hmm.
Where at?
I play basketball just for fun now. I used to play for middle and high school.
So you was like playing at a park?
Yeah.
Okay, you tore your ACL? All right. All right. Okay, so, I mean, this is just a logistical question. Just because you're a lady, you're out here on the streets. But have you ever sold yourself? Prostituted?
Nope, never.
Okay. Okay. And so you say that there's no drug use whatsoever?
Never.
So, I mean, why not just go to like a women's shelter and kind of hunker down and get in a program to where, you can get housing for really, pretty much free. And I mean, why not do that? Because like I say, why hang out? You're in the heart of a very crack infested area.
Right.
I saw you sitting over there with, a lot of people that do use crack.
Right.
Why are you hanging out over here?
Just be hanging out. I mean, I'm actually going back to the Salvation Army a little while. Actually, in a little while I am. So, just get away for a while over here. 'Cause you're
Okay.
right, it is a dangerous spot over here. And it's crack infested. And I don't want to get caught up in that. So, yeah.
So, I mean, do you have any other family? I mean, you grew up with your mom and dad. Did they have brothers and sisters? Do you have aunties, uncles, grandma, grandpa?
Yeah, I have aunties, I have uncles, I have cousins, lots of cousins.
Do they know that you're homeless?
Yeah, they're just none of my family doesn't really, I wouldn't say care about me, but they just, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do with my family actually. Can't do nothing but love them. So.
I mean, if they were to happen to see this video on YouTube, do you think that they would want to come and get you off the street?
They probably would, yes.
Okay. So, I mean, listen. So, if you could get in a time machine, right? You can go back to any age you ever was, but you only had 30 seconds to be back in the past. And the point is to try to prevent this fate that you have going on right now. Okay? What age would you go to, and what would you tell yourself in those 30 seconds to try to prevent this situation?
I guess I would go back to age 13.
What would you tell yourself?
I would tell myself I need to straighten up. I don't belong out here. I belong with my family.
What was going on at 13?
My father was still abusing me.
What effect do you think that had on your overall life at this point?
It's got a lot of effect because I can't actually, like, I'm not comfortable around men like that, you know? You know what I mean? It's just very uncomfortable to be around a man, but
Do you consider yourself lesbian?
yes, I do.
Okay, so you date women. Okay. Have you ever had sex with any other man? Okay. But you have had sex with women? And you're more comfortable with that? Okay. All right. Well, listen, let me ask this. If anybody was watching that had any type of political power or influence, like if the mayor, the governor, was watching, what would you tell them would be one thing that could be done policy-wise that could help folks like you in your situation?
Nothing really. Nothing.
Okay. So, I mean, what are your plans? What are you going to do when you get back to North Carolina?
I get back there, I'm gonna stay with my best friend until I get on my feet.
And so what do you want your life to look like at the age of 42? Paint me the picture of your best case scenario, the one that you don't even dare to say out loud, but I'm asking you and you got to say it. So tell me what is the vision that you have for 20 years from now?
I got the vision of being a mother, being a good mother, having a house, having a car.
Do you want to be married
Yeah.
to a man or a woman?
Woman.
Okay. Do you want to be the one to get pregnant, or do you want her to be the one to get pregnant?
Her.
Her? Okay. All right. Well, listen, miss, we really appreciate you taking the time, answering all of our questions. If anybody wanted to reach out, help, or donate, do you have a social media, Cash App, anything like that?
No, I don't. I don't have anything.
Okay. Well, like I say, we really appreciate you, and we definitely wish you nothing but the best out here, okay?
Alright.
All right. Have a good one.